On this third week of Advent, we want to celebrate the joy we find in Jesus. The last couple weeks, we reflected on hope and how there were generations of people who anticipated the Christmas story before it happened, longing for a peace in the middle of chaos and pain. The birth of Jesus immediately gave way to joy. Joy for Mary as she held her little baby for the first time after the pains of labor. Joy for the shepherds and wise men who received signs from God to celebrate this new life. And eventually, joy for the whole world, liberated at last from slavery to sin. Matthew 2 talks about the wise men who came to visit baby Jesus. It says, when they saw the star, they were filled with joy. They entered the house and saw the child with his mother Mary, and they bowed down and worshiped him. Then they opened their treasure chests and gave him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Scholars have lots of different ideas about why these three gifts were significant. One pastor simply put it this way: gold for his royalty, frankincense for his divinity, and myrrh for his humanity. I love this explanation because it captures why we should have so much joy at Christmas time. First, Jesus is king. He sits on the throne of heaven above all other authorities, and yet he chooses to share his glory with you and me. Second, Jesus is God. He is worthy of all worship and honor. Through him, all things were created, and through him, all things will be redeemed. And finally, Jesus was fully man. The book of Hebrews says, since he himself has gone through suffering and testing, he is able to help us when we are being tested. Because Jesus was tempted in all the same ways we are, but never sinned, his sacrifice bought our freedom. We are royal priests. We are sons and daughters, and we are free indeed because of who Jesus is. Doesn't that bring you joy? When my family is gathered together for Christmas, I have joy. If a bunch of strangers were in my house on Christmas morning, I'd be hospitable, I'd be kind, I'd probably be happy because I like people. But when my family is there, I have a deep sense of joy, and that's because of who they are. If Jesus was just an inspiring historical figure or just a holiday story that brought Christmas cheer, he might bring me happiness from time to time, but not a deep joy. Not the joy that comes from knowing he loves me, he adopted me, and he'll resurrect me. I have a joy like no other because I have a relationship with Jesus, my King, my God, and my friend. This week, let the truth about who Jesus is bring joy into each part of your life. Here are some daily activities to help us do that together.